This is for Lester Holt. This is for Mark Zuckerberg. This is for social media, for social change. I'm doing a documentary, and the documentary is about being black in America. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Before Lester Holt, I was dealing with not Ed Bradley, but Ed Bradley died in 2006. That's my mentor. Now, Lester Holt is a new version of Ed Bradley, so I'm going to pick up where I left off. That's Lester Holt. And he's talking about Facebook, and I am too. Because I'm banned on Facebook. All right? Black activists are banned on Facebook. For our tweets, because I'm in particularly banned. I'm in particularly banned because of this war on drugs, this illegal war on drugs. I'm banned because I've been making a documentary about the prison industry. All right. Lester Holt got this. I mailed it to him today. Lester Holt got this. This is about the prison industry. Baltimore Inspector General. All right. We're talking about Congressman Cummings and the Democratic. All right. Because y'all want Congressman Cummings' seat the same way that y'all went after Obama's seat. I'm making Congressman Cummings a toilet over there for the 2020 election. Since so many people want a seat, we're going to talk about it. That's Congressman Cummings' office. All right. That's Jane Walensky from Congressman Cummings' office. All right. And I don't want none of this evidence that I gave Congressman Cummings to be destroyed. Let us not forget the 13th Amendment. All right. All right. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude. Y'all make a lot of money off the prison industry, and Congressman Cummings' job is to oversight of the prison industry. It's oversight of the prison industry. And I seen Congressman Cummings on August the 13th. I don't want none of this to be misunderstood. That's Congressman Cummings. I was there. All right? And we talked about the prison industry. And we talked about that letter. And we also talked about an audit. And that's an audit for Shorty's underground ribs. Like Harriet Tubman's Underground Railroad. I had an underground rib shack. And that underground rib shack, I was making a documentary about the Democratic Party. And that underground rib shack, I asked for audit. That's my Storm Falls Road. It's the Supreme Court. All right. Davis versus Illinois. In that underground rib shack, I was making a documentary about your prison industry and the war on drugs. Congressman Cummings knew all about it. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. 2013. The NAACP knew about it. Notarized. Like I said, President Obama asked for an investigation. This was the investigation. Congressman Cummings was responsible for this, and Congressman Cummings didn't do anything. That's Congress Opportunity Task Force, Nicole Mundo, McCrae. Lisa didn't show up. Christopher Irving did. Karen didn't. Nicole did. That's Congressman Cummings' office. All right. Camilla Harris got this. All right. Like I said, Lester Holt got this too. All right. The Inspector General of Baltimore City got this. West. All right. Office of the Inspector General. Whistleblower's complaint. That's Judge Bennett. That's the ethics in the courts. Now, Judge Turnbull is tied to this from 2000. See that? That's Judge Turnbull. This letter was respectfully written for the Honorable Judge Turnbull concerning the denial of due process and equal protections to remedy after trial. This is my second letter to your court, and it deals with the rights of minorities under prosecutorial discretion of head States Attorney Scott Shellenberger, case number. All right. Only prosecuted defendants he knew were innocent. He simply used his prosecutorial powers to reenact black codes and Jim Crow justice. These are strong words, but I can back up everything I say with the United States constitutional law, as well as the anecdotal codes of the state of Maryland, simply based on Dred Scott decision of 1857. I hope you don't share the same views as Chief Justice Towning. Sorry to say, Shellenberger does. So let's take time to reintroduce myself. Everyone calls me Shorty. I'm held in high esteem over the state of Maryland, and respectfully request that you take this letter and information and take it to heart and very seriously. I am the youth advocate for the Randallstown Citizens for Change. All right. Enclosed are articles and other material to show my legitimacy concerning my present situation. Mr. Shellenberger has violated his oath of office by denying me due process and equal protection. Case number. Anecdotal codes, titles, crimes against property, trespass, theft, related incidences. All right. I was incarcerated in 2007. All right. Until 2008. Malicious fraud, perjury, obstruction of justice, false statements. All right. I find it frightening to hear that the recent statements from Shellenberger concerning a 100-year-old sentence request for the kidnapping, rape, in defense of a black man's rights and property. Now, saying that, Governor O'Malley got that, the director of the ACLU got that, Chief Justice Boris of Illinois, Governor Quinn, Senator Cardin, Cummings got this, Mikulski got that. That's notarized. That's from 2009. This is from 2009. False imprisonment for making a documentary about Lake County Jail. This is ACLU here in Maryland. All right. Making it 135 inmates. Congressman Cummings' job is the oversight of the prison industry. President Trump got this in July. President Obama had this since 2014. We're talking about the prison industry in Maryland and Illinois. I'm a member of Out for Justice, and this is all about the prison industry. That's received by the city council, county council, and that's from the Inspector General's office. I had the Inspector General sign that. That's from Baltimore County. Because when I attended this inaugural event, you can get the videos from it. I confronted Governor O'Malley face to face. I handed off evidence to these individuals. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Navy. Lester Holt, I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Navy. That's a ceasefire program. Ceasefire program. That's Maryland. See the date? That's my Storm Falls Road. We fighting about my property because my property was financing my program. Grand jury to the Supreme Court. Like I said, Lester Holt. I've been using Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and MySpace. Social justice for social change. But Facebook don't give black faces a chance. Facebook don't give us the same thing that you give white America. You can let Donald Trump tweet and tweet all day. But if I tweet, I'm banned. Alright? I'm going to show you how I'm banned. See that? I'll show you this. These are memories. So Facebook has my memories since I started Facebook. And these are the memories of Facebook. That's when I came to Annapolis. Alright, Governor Hogan.
You're with security, aren't you? You're with the governor's security, aren't you? Sir? Tell Governor Hogan shorty outside.
Y'all banned me because of this.
Have you been through the process before?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that I need your driver's license?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all banned me because I protest. And I protest about your prison industry. And I shit on you with toilets. And I keep live feeds live. Philly officer sold drugs. Yeah. I was exposing your prison industry. And I was doing it on Facebook. And I do it by cooking. That's when I did my first podcast with me and James MacArthur. And I've been doing it ever since. Now watch. Facebook got me banned. You are temporarily restricted from using this until February 2020. Yeah. Like I said, Facebook don't care about black activism or black activists. You feel me? Welcome to the shit show. You can go to everybody behind me. Alright? Like I said, I do live feeds for a reason. Killing me is no longer an option. And yes, the revolution will be televised. I'm setting this up for a movie and a documentary. I don't have the money to finance a movie because y'all my ability to finance and pay for this. So I'm going to do it through social media and social change. Spike Lee will be here next month. I'm going to sell this to whoever want to buy it. Baltimore Rewired. It's the prison industry. It touches Illinois and Maryland. I am Dred Scott. And it shows the prime players. It shows the money behind the prison industry. Y'all sold Barack Obama's seat and Congressman Jackson went to jail. Well, a lot of y'all going to go to jail behind Congressman Cummings' seat. Because the money behind the machine is going to be exposed. Behind Congressman Cummings' seat. If you go to Congressman Cummings' house on Madison in Utah, look at all the, within a 6-block radius. Ain't none of that money spent in his area. But you go to Roland Park, go out into the different areas, White Marsh, other areas that he controls, that's where the money's spent. He taking the money from the black community and putting it in the white community, claiming to be a champion for black Baltimore, and he's not. Kwasi Mfume signed off on the crime bill with Bill Clinton, handed it off to Congressman Cummings, and y'all been holding that power ever since. Congressman Cummings' money, when he get from the money that he been getting, it goes to the NAACP. It went to that church he had built. He spend that money in other people's pockets, but he keep poverty strong in black Baltimore. Y'all don't want to talk about ending the war on drugs because that's your cash cow. Y'all make too much money off of locking up black Baltimore. Marsh's funeral home get rich off of burying black bodies. And Marsh Funeral Home got this information because I gave it to the owner. The big guy, the yellow guy. I gave him this when I started this. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. Y'all don't care about us. You only come see us every 4 years. I've been coming to see you for the last 13 years straight. You want to stop that violence in Baltimore? You want to stop the violence in Chicago? End the war on drugs. Reinvest that money that you got in the prison industry and mass incarceration and the war on drugs back into the communities that have been destroyed. This is a 50-year-old failed war. This ain't my fight, this our struggle. And since I was a drug dealer, that makes me an enemy combatant. So that makes me a freedom fighter, because I'm fighting for the freedom in our community. I put my guns down and I pick my camera up. I put that camera up and I put that camera in your face. And now, champion for courage. We need Lester Holt to come to Baltimore. We need Lester Holt to come to Baltimore. Go to the Inspector General and get all my information from the Inspector General. Get my whistleblower's complaint from the Inspector General. The same way that y'all going after President Trump, y'all need to go after these dirty Democrats here in Baltimore. The same way that you're going after President Trump, you're going to have to go after the state's attorney here in Baltimore because they participated in the fraud. You're going to have to go city, county, state, and federal levels about the prison industry. An interstate compact. Just like Dred Scott, I was fighting for my freedom. Just like Dred Scott, I was for sale. They took 13 movies, 13 storyboards, $130 million in property. I am Dred Scott. Here's a case for you, Lester Holt, right here. Being black in America. The fraud in the court. The money behind the prison industry in Maryland. Investigate this, Lester Holt. We got Congressman Cummings. The same way they did Congressman Jackson. I'm going to do it right here in Baltimore. And I'm going to use that toilet to do it. That toilet's going to be making y'all famous for all the right reasons. Y'all made me famous for toilets. Man,